Matthew, I guess if you can just start us off with, I think, with the back or with the ribs, people are pretty curious on, how you were feeling. Can you just walk us through the process of getting ready for this game this morning and how you were feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long process all week. Our trainers did a great job, and yeah, I didn't mean to be honest with you, early on in the week, didn't think I was gonna be able to play. And Friday came in, was feeling okay, and then guys started jogging around at practice, and I decided to see how it was feeling, and it felt okay. And moved around a little bit, threw some balls there, and hopped in a drill or two, and felt okay. And then it just continued to get, a little bit better yesterday and today. And then uh, just decided to give it a go, and felt good enough to go there for a little bit, and was able to make it.
At what point did you decide you were going to give it a go? I mean, was it, during warmups on the field? Was it before then? At what point did you realize you were good to go?
Uh, I mentally kind of told myself something bad was going to happen, what is going to have to happen between Friday night and Sunday. So as I continued to feel a little bit better each day, I was going to go. So I just kind of told myself Friday night that I was going to give it a go.
Bevel and Swift both said they were impressed with your ability to play through the pain today. We can see the stat line. I'm just curious how much pain you were in. I mean, what were you going through to be able to put up the performance that you did?
I don't want to make too much of it. We're all out there battling through stuff. Unlike all the other guys on our team, that have stuff going on. So I felt good enough to go play. It felt like, I could be effective. And when I was in there, I felt like I was doing a decent job. I just got to get us in the end zone a couple more times.
Last question from me. It looked like you were hurting after the sack that you took on the botched snap there from Joe. How were you feeling after that hit? It looked like you were pretty shaken up.
Yeah, just kind of anytime I was going to the ground, that was when I felt probably the most discomfort. So that was just another time of that. And the guy was trying to get on the ball, which I understand, and jumped on, just landed on me, and just the pressure of another player's weight on me was some of the worst stuff.
Thanks a lot, Matthew.
Rothstein.
Yeah, Matthew, we've seen you play through a lot of stuff throughout your career. How close was this? Maybe the closest you came to not playing, where you ended up playing throughout a week?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's up there. This one and Kansas City last year probably were the two of the closest ones. I don't remember all the way back though. A lot of games in there somewhere along the way, but yeah, I mean, I did not feel good enough at all on Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday or any of those days. So just glad it kind of turned the corner for me, and I just want to go out there and try and help us, win.
You came out obviously toward the end. Bevel said that he felt like you gave basically everything you could. How do you feel like you came out of this game with the rib compared to when you went in?
I'll let you know tomorrow. Tough to say right now, to be honest.
Do you feel worse now than you did a week ago?
No, I mean, I think when that thing was fresh, it was probably it was worse.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew.
Dave.
Hey, Matthew, I know you said you didn't want to make too much of the pain, but since none of us have gone through what you've gone through, can you just, I mean, is it a nagging pain, a dulling pain, a sharp pain? What exactly was the issue? Like, how much pain have you been in?
I don't know. Hard to explain it. Just it's anybody that's had rib stuff before understands. Just I don't know. Kind of, it's one of those deals that kind of just affects a lot of stuff you do. Moving around, breathing, talking, that kind of stuff. But I feel good enough to play, and that's why I did it.
So why was it important for you to play? Can you just explain that too?
Because I'm the quarterback of the Detroit Lions, and it was Sunday, and I got a bunch of teammates out there that work their ass off, and they fight to be available and fight to get out there and play and try and help us win. And if there's any way I can play, I'm never gonna not. It's just I feel like I owe it to those guys. I owe it to the game. I owe it to this organization, everybody. If I'm good enough to play, healthy enough to play, my ass is going to be out there. So I felt like I was good enough to play, and that's why I want to be out there.
Last thing for me, what's it like watching, your defense? I know your defense is trying to do everything it can out there, but there was just no answers today for Derrick Henry, for Tannehill, for anything they were doing. So I don't know, is there frustration on the sideline? What sort of goes through you guys' head as you're watching that offense do what it did today?
No, I think our guys are fighting tooth and nail. We're down some guys, and we know that. But we knew it was going to be – that's a really talented offense. They've got one of the best backs in the league, a quarterback playing at a really high level, and some really talented guys on the outside. We knew we were going to have to score points, and we just, got close too many times, turned it over, and that hurt us. Those guys are trying. Swift is trying to score. Hawks trying to get that first down, and we understand that. It's just unfortunate that we turn the ball over in those situations because you give us – 10, 14 there, I don't know, the end of that game probably looks a whole lot different. So we were preparing to have to go and score a bunch of points and just fell a little bit short on offense.
Thank you.
Okay, time for two more. Justin Rogers.
Matthew, I know we've talked about your own personal mindset and whether you ever feel like you have to do too much in a game. Can that appeal or apply to the entire offense when you're trailing from the get and kind of chasing a 2-score game? You talk about extending the ball or trying to go over the pile. Were you guys trying to maybe do too much offensively to keep pace in this one?
I don't think so. I think we stayed in our lanes pretty good. I felt like we operated well all day and kind of moved the ball pretty well. Turnovers are a part of the game. We can't have them. But I know Swift's gone up and over the top for touchdowns before. And I know Hawks reached the ball out to get a first down before. We can't do it. We can't have them, them end up with the ball after those 2 plays and no points out of that. We understand that. Those guys will be the first guys to tell you that. But as a whole, as a unit, I feel like, we did a good job of just playing our game. I mean, I thought Swift did a great job bouncing back. He's got that bad, fumble there, but played the rest of the game, played really well. So there's a lot of football to be played. You can't just shut it down if you make a mistake, and those guys did not, which I was happy for.
And then just one more on the injury front. As we were watching kind of early, it felt like a lot of your throws were short, safe, quick, but you started uncorking them downfield. Was there anything you felt like you didn't have in your tool set today that you normally have because of the injury? Maybe
just running somebody over. But no, as far as throwing the ball, I was just trying to take what they gave me, and they're playing a bunch of Tampa 2 today from a bunch of different alignments, tricky Tampa stuff, and it's some of the best disguises we've seen all year. But I felt like I saw them all and felt good about them. And they got a little bit more aggressive as the game went on and played a little bit more, downhill and gave us some chances to throw it over the top, and I felt like I could. So as far as throwing the ball, no, I didn't feel like there were too many limitations.
Thank you, Matthew.
Last one with Jeff.
Yeah, I was just curious to get you back on the field if there were people behind the scenes like trainers, like nonstop electric stim or ice or what all went into this.
Definitely trainers. Our guys doing a fantastic job. Always have with me. I'm like a project every year, I'm sure, to try and put back together in some spots. The one a little bit frustrating thing with ribs is there's not too much you can do. You just try to keep it moving and let it heal on its own. And there was definitely trying a bunch of stuff to get it to feel better. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with those guys this week, and I really appreciate them.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Matthew. Thanks, guys.
Good, guys.